For me, the moana is a cultural thing about identity, who we are as a people. It's a huge relationship with us. You know, we're tangata whenua, but we're also tangata moana.
I've lived on Waiheke on and off for the last 35 years. We're down at the beach most days, particularly in summer.
You know, I've done so much around this island, snorkeling. You know, I've snorkeled with killer whales and dolphins and big, huge schools of kingfish.
As soon as I got here, I was drawn to the beauty, the wairua whenua of the place.
It's just so peaceful, so calming. It's a source of life for everyone, you know. It's where everyone can come together.
The ocean's like quite a big part of my life. Kind of for me, I suppose it's like a backyard as well as a training ground.
Yeah, Waiheke is unique in that you have access to so many, different beautiful beaches and coastlines.
There's something special about it being an island, and that's something I still feel today.
The physical changes in the environment have been massive for me when you look at how human beings have affected the environment.
You know, what's sad for me, it's not like it once was out there.
Is the marine environment healthy? No. I've seen kinnabarrens in basically every single bay or every single headland that I've swum around.
There's so much more plastic pollution and rubbish all along our Waiheke coastlines.
So we know that sediment loading is a real issue in the inner Gulf. We know that we're putting stuff in the water through stormwater and pollutants that shouldn't.
We have a critical depletion of key fish. Their environment has been spoiled.
Waiheke's marine environment needs to be restored. We know that it was a lot better in the past. We know that we can't just go back to the past. In the past, the solution has not been collaborative enough with the community. And I think that's what the issue has been in this environment.
So the Waiheke Marine Project, I think, kicked off, well, the whakapapa goes back to Hui last year with the Waiheke Collective. And it was suggested that efforts were made around the Waiheke marine space, and that was met with widespread approval. But we think we've got a good opportunity here, particularly with the community and close connection with the moana, to work together and make a difference in that space.
One of the ways that we can help the Gulf and make things change is such things as Future Search, which is about to happen on the island.
So the Future Search is sort of the culmination of all of our efforts. It's a 3-day event at which you try to get all the voices you need to have in the room. There'll be opportunities for everyone to share their experiences, their knowledge, their thoughts, their hopes, their dreams, their fears.
I think the opportunity with Future Search, primarily the kick-off is around relationships. From a Te Ao Māori perspective, we always kick off with relationships and looking at our connections. I think that's the basis of where everything starts. I think it's really important that we come together and keep that kōrero alive. We know that there's going to be a lot of diverse views on this stuff, but the value is in actually coming together.
And that's very much in line between community and iwi. So we have Ngāti Power working with us, hand in glove on this, which is also fantastic for the island.
Yeah, it's important to have an iwi co-led with community group because we all live here together, and it's just sensible and respectful to offer the people of the land the chance to give their knowledge forward, and as we have so much more experience having lived and breathed in this place for way longer.
Well, the Future Search is it's a methodology used to create common ground or find common ground and actions around that.
It specifically doesn't describe what the mechanisms might be or the tools. It seems to create the environment for that to be found over the period of the Future Search. So in that way, it's inclusive.
So the Future Search event is a 3-day build. So it's a set of structured dialogues that build upon each other. So then you build up the commitment to the ultimate end of action planning. So you're bringing together the whole system. In this situation, the people with diverse stakes in the future of Waiheke's marine environment. So the Waiheke Marine Project Future Search has got round about 76 people of those diverse stakes in the room. You say, wow, 76 people, how on earth are you going to get good conversation and dialogue happening? So you do that with a series of structured dialogue through small groups. And so it's been arranged that there are 2 types of groups. One are those who are stakeholders, so people who have a commonality of experience and knowledge. So in the planning for the Future Search, 9 stakes were identified. So we have mana whenua, youth, land interests, marine business, agencies, locals, conservationists, scientists, and we have fishers and boaties. Then you have what we call mixed groups, where there's a group of around about 9 or 10 people who have experience and knowledge from all those different stakes, right? So that's your 2 ways it's happening over the 3 days. And they're taken and walk on a journey over the 3 days where they explore the past, they consider the present, where are we now, they imagine the future, agree on common ground, what are the things that everybody in the room commonly agrees on, and then go into action planning.
So being part of the Future Search and caring for the moana and the environment in general, we wanted to make sure that the accessories and products that we provided as part of the conference were sustainable, and so being a international Māori designer living locally here on Waiheke, I was the obvious choice in which to come up with something. So I decided to come up with the denim bags, which represents recycling, caring for the earth, and they're so functional. As part of the Ahu Moana team within the entire marine project, we decided that we would like to gift a mask to the project bag. So I was approached to create these. So this one is got taumoko on it from Richard Francis, who's from the Te Arawa Waka, which did actually birth in Rangihaua here on the island. And so initially my masks had kia ora written on them, so you could still get out your greeting. And then I extended into these ones, which just means te mana, and so this is what we'll be gifting to all of the attendees in the conference.
Future Search was awesome. The co-facilitation with Ngāti Paoa allowed us to come together as a community, leave our identities at the door, and actually talk to each other and listen as people, as a community. For the first time, we've got a proper beginning. This is the start.
I found it super interesting, the whole thing. The way the Future Search has been run, everybody's got a chance to say what they want to say and express what they want to express.
And the comments that we've had from others here is that it's the first time that they've actually seen locals and experts actually coming together and talking under the same roof. And just for that reason, it's just phenomenal.
I'm feeling really positively charged for the future, hearing the kōrero that's been going around the room and listening to the voices of the different sections or groups of our community. It shows a real unity.
Just the diversity of things coming up is really cool.
Yeah, this event definitely gives me hope for the future. Yeah, just the discussions we've already had so far, everybody's on the same page, or somewhat the same page of the future, and yeah, it's been awesome.
The winds blow from all points of the compass, and sooner or later you've got to sheet your sails on and head off in a particular direction, and I think what's come out of today is going to help the project do that. So the next step is to regroup and to dissect the data and the comments and record it, produce a report that we can share with the community, and really getting their input and adding it to the last 3 days and moving forward with that. There is some fairly high aspirations and some quite a lot of work to do, but I think the building blocks are there for those who can gather around the project and take it forward.
The issues around Waiheke, that's a result of the loss of connection to our taia or to our environment as humans. So we need to reconnect with that stuff, but to start with we actually need to connect with each other first to do this together.